Hello and welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to our virtual classroom. Today, what I want to do is go over the assignment for today, which is Tuesday. That is found on Schoology on the Tuesday folder. And let's begin. Let's begin with number 1 out of 10. It is the blue puzzle piece on Schoology. And let's begin with number 1. Again, the table shows the number of times a vowel was used in a piece of literature. So here's the vowel, here's the number of times that each of those was used. And we want to know which of these statements is supported by this table. Well, for example, it says the vowel O, so we're talking about the vowel O, this one right here. The vowel O is used more than is the key word, two times, which is multiplication, as often as the vowel A. So O more than 2 times A. So A was 14. 14 times 2 would be 28. All right. And O is used 25. Is 25 more than 2 times 14? No, it's not. It's not. 25 is not bigger than 28, so it cannot be A. A is not the right answer. Let's look at the second one, B. The vowel E is used more often than the vowels A and O combined. Combined is addition, right? So A and O, so we have A, which is 14, O, which is 25. So let's see what that would give me. That would be 9, 39. So A and O combined is 39. E was used 39 times. Is 39 more than 39? No, 39 is exactly 39. So it cannot be B either. It's not B either. Let's look at C. The vowel U represents 10% of all the vowels used. All right, well, let's see what all the vowels together are. In order to do that, ladies and gentlemen, I need to see what the total number of vowels was. Okay, so let's go ahead and add all of these. So 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18. 1, 2 plus 3 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in total, I have 108. So 108 is my 100%. 108 represents 100% of the vowels, right? And we're talking about the vowel U. The vowel U is 10. So 10 out of 108. And we want to know what percent that is. So let's go ahead and cross multiply. 108 times X is 108X. And 100 times 10 would be 1,000. 100 times 10 would be 1,000. Let's go ahead and divide these two. So 108 divide by 108. So X will equal to, ladies and gentlemen, just by looking at this, I know it's going to be 9 point something. So no, it is not 10%. And yes, you would divide these two to see what the exact percentage is. So the answer cannot be C, leaving me with only D, which says that the vowel I, which I is 20 out of 108, represents less than 20%. So let's see if that is less than 20%. And again, ladies and gentlemen, just by looking at it, well, just because I can tell, that doesn't mean that I expect you guys to do so. So let's go ahead and figure this out. So same thing. Let's cross multiply. 108x should equal to 2,000 this time. Let's divide both of these. 108 divided by 108. And so the percentage X is equal to 2,000 divided by 108. For the sake of time, I'm just going to do this with the calculator. 2,000 divided by 108, and I get 18.5. Is 18.5 less than 20? 18.5% is less than 20. It is, so the answer is D. I know that was a bit complicated, but I like the next one better. It's a similar problem. So let's go ahead and look at it. This time the table shows the number of students who named a favorite lunch served in the school cafeteria. So we have pizza, hamburger, chicken, and other. And there's a total of 30. So 30 is my 100%. 30 is 100%. Which percentage bar graph best represents the data? So which of these, so for example, pizza is the white one, right? So looking at each of these, notice that A says that pizza was 30%. Okay. B says that pizza was 35%. C says that pizza was 40%. And D says that pizza was 25%. Do we see that? Let's see, since they're all different, only one of these can be correct. Let's see what percentage makes up pizza. So pizza would be 12 out of 30. 12 out of a total of 30. We know that 30 is all of them. 30 would be 100%. And we want to know what percentage or what number over 100 is the same thing as 12 over 30. 12 over 30. I could simplify this. I mean, 12 over 30 is the same thing as what? Divide both these by 3. Would be 4/10 divided again. I could also divide both these by 6. It would be 2/15. But I'm not going to. Let's just kind of keep it like that. 30x is equal to 1,200 because 12 times 100 is 1,200. Let's isolate the variable. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. So that would actually be equal to 40. That means that pizza is 40%. Pizza is 40%. Let's go ahead and look at these. And which of these shows pizza as 40%? Ladies and gentlemen, the only one that shows pizza as 40% is C. Pizza is 40%, C. The next biggest one should have been chicken, and C shows chicken as the second largest. I think C is the answer, ladies and gentlemen. Just by figuring out the pizza, that shows me that C is the one that shows pizza at 40%. That makes sense. That makes sense. So let's show C. Excellent. Moving on. And for these ones, I'm going to be a bit brief. Ladies and gentlemen, here it's saying, it's asking for the range. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that range is the maximum or the largest value minus the minimum, the least value. Here's the maximum, here's the minimum. So that would be the maximum value, 54 minus 3, and that would be the range. I pretty much gave you the answer there. Moving on. Patricia recorded the prices of watches at a store. The prices are shown on the table. What is the median? Ladies and gentlemen, the median is the one in the middle. And if there's 2 in the middle, then you take the 2, you add them and divide by 2. Here's the thing though, you first have to organize these from least to greatest, and the one in the middle is going to be the median. Again, if there's 2 numbers in the middle, remember that you're going to have to add those 2 numbers and then divide by 2. That's how you get the median. Very good. Number 5. The dot plot shows the number of touchdowns the football team scored in 10 games last season. And they want to know the shape of the distribution. Well, this is the shape right here. And then it goes down and stretches this way. Ladies and gentlemen, notice that it is, if it was just this right here, then it would be something like a triangle. But notice that it is stretching to the right. It is skewing to the right. You might say, but Mr. Lugo, most of the data is here on the left. I know, but the shape is being skewed to the right because of this point right here. So the shape is being skewed. I just gave you the answer. It is being skewed to the right. Yes, being skewed or being stretched to the right. Over here, notice that it's asking which statement is true about this data. And all of the answer choices talk about the interquartile range. Remember, guys, interquartile range will be Q3 minus Q1, meaning that I have to organize this data from least to greatest. So I'm going to do, just look at each of the points. There's 4 6s, 6, 6, 6, 6. There's 2 9s, 9, 9, and there's 3 13s. 4 13s, 3 13, 13, 13, and there's 2 17s, 17 and 17. So ladies and gentlemen, to find Q3 and Q1, you would first have to find the median, sorry. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 points, 4, 4, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be here. Notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points to the right. There's 2 numbers in the middle. So when there's 2 numbers in the middle, remember that I have to add them together. So 13 plus 9, which would give me 22, and then divide by 2. So that would be 11. 11 is my Q2. Now, when I look at the lower half, 9 is not the median, neither is 13, meaning 9 is part of the lower half, and 13 is actually part of the upper half. So let's go ahead and look at the lower half, including this second number 9, and look at which is the one in the middle here. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. So it's going to be between 6 and 6. 6 plus 6 is 12 divided by 2. So the Q1 is 6, and Q3 would be 13, because 13 plus 13 is 26. 26 divided by 2 is 13. That's my Q3. So notice that my interquartile range is going to be 13 minus 6, which is equal to 7. That is my interquartile range. So notice how only A and F and G show 7 as the interquartile range. So this is not correct, and this is not correct. Well, what about the range? The range, remember, the range is the maximum minus the minimum. So 17 minus 6 would be 11. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is G. If I went too fast, I recommend you rewind on this one. This one's actually a really good problem that will actually help you out with some of the other ones that I might ask about interquartile range. All right, moving on to number 7, a trapezoid. Guys, the formula for a trapezoid. Remember, these are the bases, 18 and 12. The sides that are parallel are the bases. And this, because it's perpendicular to the bases, is the height, not 5. 4 would be the height. And the area of a trapezoid will be adding base 1 and base 2, just means add both of the bases. Whatever you get, multiply that times the height, and then you divide everything by 2. And that's how you will get the area for this trapezoid. You guys can definitely do that on your own. Moving on to number 8. This one uses the word mode a lot, ladies and gentlemen, mode. Mode just means the most. All right, so for between years 1, 2, 3, and 4, the black one represents the girls, the lighter one, the gray one, represents the boys. Notice that year 3 has the mode for the girls. That's the one with the most for the girls. And it looks like year 4 has the mode for the boys, because that's the year that has the most for the boys. And here are the, yes. So year 4 seems to be the mode for the boys. Year 3 is the mode for the girls. Which of these represents that? I basically gave you the answer already. And lastly, you guys can do this one on your own. They're looking for the median. Remember, you must organize them from least to greatest and then find the median. And for number 10, you are going to have to find the range, interquartile range, the mean, and the median, just to make sure to see which of these is correct, ladies and gentlemen. I know I went pretty quick, but this was a review, so hopefully you found this helpful. And with that in mind, I will see you next time.